Okay, hi, this is Cyril. I'll be playing this game called Sakuya. It's made by Tetracope, and I'm playing it on a program called VNR, and I'm gonna be using English subtitles from Sakusora project. So, okay, gonna start. I'm just gonna do like the intro part a little. Her name's Akane Kujo. Wow, it's gotten so bad I can't even joke about it. A miserable amount was displayed on the ATM screen. Things might get troublesome if I don't seriously start looking for a new job soon. I let out one deep sigh and turn around. Along the way, I pick up some informational job magazines from the rack. Thank you for coming. Keeping my back to the employee's unemotional comment, I trudgingly left the convenience store behind. It was so late that the sun had already gone down, but thanks to the street lights installed around the area, it was still quite bright outside. Because this country has put all their efforts into countering criminal activities, society has become a place safe enough to even take a stroll alone late at night without worry. In fact, the number of arrests have decreased each year. At least, if we're only referring to human society. Whoa, this guy almost tripped me. That jerk, let's get even. Ugh, he's so creepy. Don't you look this way. This is horrible. I saw something I didn't want to see. In front of a vacant lot, a group of young people are surrounding a non-resistant male. Even though I've come across this scene many times before, it still depresses me. And because I know it's useless to try and stop them, I feel even worse. I look away, try to shake off the feelings, and quicken my pace. While rushing towards the end of the sidewalk, a sparkling black vehicle suddenly stopped right in front of me. Whoa, a luxury vehicle. Without a sound, the driver's side window rolls down. Akane. Eh? I was startled to discover it was an acquaintance. Shin? It's been a long time. Shin Uemura. Yes, it really has been. I think about 4 or 5 years. Probably. We haven't seen each other since high school graduation. There are many things I want to ask him, but I'm not sure where to start. For now, at least, I'll start with this. Why are you driving such a luxurious car? Anyways, get in. He lets out a sigh with a hint of disbelief and jerks his chin. I was a bit irritated that he looked surprisingly good, but for the time being, I complied. It's kind of like she's jealous that he's gone, like, way better than her or something like that. Because I was captivated by the inner structure of the luxurious car, there was hardly any conversation between Shin and I. Then the car stopped at a certain corner. Ordinarily, I don't get the chance to go to such fancy restaurants like this. You see, I don't have any money. I'm not joking. Seriously. I know that. Huh? Do I really seem that poor? Yeah, no, I mean, I saw you holding those magazines. That weird pause at the beginning bothers me. Haha, don't worry about it. Ah, he laughed. It seems his reserved smile hasn't changed since high school. Well, I'll treat you, so order whatever you like. Is that really okay? Help yourself. Oh, okay. I'll choose this cheapest one then. I told you not to worry about it. Just choose whatever you like. It's fine. That part of you hasn't changed at all. Shin muttered and then called for the nearby waiter to take his order. Now that I had a spare moment, I started trying to figure out how I should start the conversation. Shin is what you'd call a childhood friend. We had been together since kindergarten, but after graduating high school, Shin left to attend a university far away from our hometown. We haven't contacted each other since. He's 23 years old. Even though he's my childhood friend, we have relatively simple relations. Actually, today is the first time I've seen his face since high school graduation. Have you been well? How is the university? What did you study? What are you doing right now? One after another, questions gushed forth, and I arranged them one by one until Shin abruptly opened his mouth. Are you looking for a part-time job? Yeah, I'm barely scraping by, you know. If I continue with only my current job, it's going to get bad, so I thought I'd try to find another one. Do you think you'll find a good one? After flipping through the magazine, I don't think there are many positions recruiting. Well, yeah. Right now, nearly everything is automatic. It's the age of machines, and Android can even work as an employee at the convenience store. While shrugging my shoulders in defeat, the waiter came pushing the cart and brought the dishes to us. Thank you for waiting. While politely lowering his head, he places Shin's and my orders on the table. Please excuse me. Again, he bows deeply and pushes the cart away. NTR H003798. Huh? The waiter just now. It's the latest Android type from the company I work for. What? That waiter just now? He was an android? Yeah. No way. I didn't realize it at all. I thought he was an ordinary human being. Wait, more importantly, just now you said the company you work for? Yes. Oh, I can't believe it. Shin, are you currently working at Nextroid? That's right, I'm a new first-year employee. Seriously? This Nextroid company we're speaking of is the top robot development enterprise. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that right now, almost all robots are made by Nextroid. I doubt there is anyone who can surpass them. Overall, they are an elite corporation. It's no wonder you're driving that luxury car. You must have a very high salary. And my job is just as hard. The responsibilities are huge. I see. Still, it's really amazing that you got in. That's because I studied very seriously. Yes, that makes sense. Shin has always been smart, and he always earned top grades too. Even though I'm taken aback when I think about it, it's not that surprising that Shin was able to work for Nextroid. He actively worked through science courses and had even talked about majoring in mechanical engineering in high school. Congratulations! You're working for Nextroid means you'll be set for the rest of your life. Haha, I wonder about that. Of course, Nextroid is a world-renowned company. Its development is doing well, isn't it? Being able to create such advanced androids like the waiter from earlier, I had no idea he was a human at all. It's not as great as your Sakuya though. Well, Sakuya is a special case. He almost doesn't even count as an android anymore. He is an android though. He is, but he's not. You said you were barely getting by, but has it really gotten that bad? Although I'm not particularly living in luxury, I'm still able to make a living, you know? It's just this time of year the heating bills pile up. Sakuya is sensitive to the cold, you see. Even though he's an android. Being too hot or too cold isn't good for Sakuya. Something about the temperature of the materials inside his body delicately changing. See, he's an android after all. After Shin's slipped out a chuckle, he suddenly straightened his back and tightened his face. Following his lead, I also set down my chopsticks and hurriedly swallowed the food inside my mouth. Akane. What is it? Serious? Would you be willing to sell Sakuya? No. An immediate reply, huh? Rejected. You know, I never sell him. Wait a minute. So, that's what this is about? Was that your reason for meeting me today? A business matter? No, that's not true. I just incidentally thought to do business while the opportunity presented itself. Sorry to disappoint you, but it's impossible. There's no way I'd sell Sakuya. So you're not even going to hear the offer? I know it already. You're going to offer me an excessive amount of money so I can live in extravagance for the rest of my life, right? She's right. Since my father's death, I've been offered that deal frequently. The people of Nextroid have come to our house many times before. Lately, I thought their visits had decreased, but now they've even sent you here to talk to me. It can't be helped, I guess. There are no other androids as specially made as Sakuya. So not even to borrow for a day? No. It was in my father's last will to not let anyone see what's inside him. In that case, it'd be good enough if you let me see just one page of Dr. Kujo's research materials. Dr. Kujo is Akane's father. So her name's Akane Kujo. That's too bad. My dad burned his research materials and erased all of the data. Really? Yes, really. The only thing that remains is Sakuya. That's why it's impossible. Sakuya is the only precious memento my father left behind. I can't part with him. Memento? Is that really the only reason? What are you implying? Nothing. Shin suddenly looks away and picks up his fork again. I also pick up my chopsticks and hastily stuff down the food left on my plate. Then, from my light wallet, I pull out what bills I have, place it upon the table, and stand up from my chair. I'm going home. If I return too late, Sakuya will worry. I said it was my treat though. It's fine. After our earlier conversation, I'm afraid you'll make me owe you somehow. I didn't have that kind of intention. Yeah, I don't think that you're that kind of guy, but you know. Well, whatever works. You're not going to wait a little longer? I can drive you home. I'll be fine. The house isn't too far from here anyways, and there are many security robots around too. I see, if you say so. When you're like this, no matter what I say, you probably wouldn't listen anyway. So you do understand. You really haven't changed at all. You've changed a bit, though. How should I put it? You've become a lot cooler than before. Of course I've changed. I'm human. Shin coolly raised one hand. I waved back and left the restaurant. I'm home. Welcome home, you're late. Yay, Sakuya, the main character. The game is named after him. Some things came up. I'll go warm the food, so just wait a while. Ah. Oh no, Sakuya had prepared food. I should have contacted him earlier. Akane, what's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Well, I'm kind of full, but it's not impossible for me to eat more either. Could it be that you ate out? What? No, that's not it. Your iris shifted 2.3 degrees to the lower left or lower right. That's kind of weird. You lied, didn't you, Akane? It seems I've been caught. In fact, if I think back, I don't think there is a single time I've been able to successfully lie to Sakuya. He's a lie detector. Sorry, I ate out. Is that so? You didn't have to lie to me though. I was thinking I could eat more. It's not good to stuff yourself. Yes, you're right, I won't eat then. But I can eat it tomorrow, so don't throw it away, okay? But it'll have bacterial growth. Yeah, but it'll be fine. I'm always telling you, human stomachs aren't that weak. I see. You're okay despite often eating overdue food. If possible, though, I wish you'd stop doing that. I don't want to waste it. I understand. For the time being, I'll preserve the meal then. Alright, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to eat it today after you went through all the trouble to make it for me. No problem, don't worry about it. Sakuya laughs with a smile and heads towards the kitchen. No matter how you look at it, all you can see is a normal human being. Like earlier, it'd be hard to tell if he hadn't said something awkward by accident. I've lived together with Sakuya for many years, and there have been many times I've almost forgotten that he's an android. I think Sakuya differs most from humans in the construction of his body. Actually, almost everything about him is probably different from humans. However, things like his emotions, thoughts, and behavioral patterns are nearly identical to humans. Oh, and it says he's 24 years old. He loves movies and reading, and yeah. As of yet, there hasn't been a single person who's been able to see through him as an android upon meeting. and he dislikes sounds, fork sounds on a plate. So I guess he hates that scratching, screeching noise on a plate kind of thing. This is why all the researchers who know about Sakuya want him for themselves. Ah, by the way, Sakuya. You remember Shin? He's come back. Shin? After Sakuya finished putting away the food, he returned to the living room. You mean Shin Uemura? Yes, that's right. I met him by chance today. So that's why you came home late. Yup, and he took me to an expensive restaurant. Even though you have no money. Yeah, at first he was going to treat me, but I eventually ended up paying it for myself. It was an unexpected expense. You could have let him pay. You could have let him pay for you. Oh well. Ah, that's right. About Shin. Yeah. Surprisingly, he's currently working for Nextroid. Nextroid? Really? I know, right? And he was also driving a luxury car and such. He must be paid an extremely high salary. Nextroid, huh? Akane. Did Shin try proposing a deal regarding me? Sakuya's intuition is unusually sharp even though he's an android. Or perhaps it's because he's an android? That's right. I thought so. I never thought he'd ask such a thing. Doesn't he think of you as a friend? Shin must have his reasons. Also, since he's working for Nextroid, he probably can't help but view me as a research subject now. I guess so. I firmly rejected his offer without a second thought. Hey, Akane. You don't have to worry about me, you know. Huh? If you want to sell me, you can. I'm fine with whatever you want to do, okay? Hold on. What are you saying so suddenly? Because... Sakuya quickly glanced towards my hands. I followed and looked down. Ah, the job magazines. Are you worrying about money? I'm worried. It's my fault that you have to pay for the living costs of 2 people. It's too late to be saying that. If you sell me, you'll be able to live comfortably for the rest of your life, right? Hey, try imagining yourself in my position. Huh? Sakuya, suppose you had the chance to sell me, and I would be able to acquire a large sum of money enough to live comfortably for the rest of your life. Would you do it? Never! It's the same for me. Aw, so sweet. It's completely different. Akane, you're human, and I'm an android. Sakuya, I don't think of you as an android, okay? Huh? How should I put it? Being human or being an android has nothing to do with it. Sakuya, I think of you as family. So don't talk about selling yourself. You're my important family. There's no way I can sell you, alright? Yes, you're right. It'd also be an ethical problem doing something like selling a family member. It's not about whether it's morally wrong, but the question of feelings. I don't want to sell you, so I won't. Is that so? I do feel a bit relieved somehow. I'm relieved too. I was concerned since she said such strange things so suddenly. I'm sorry. Still, if you ever change your mind, I'll always be fine with it. Oh, he's so nice. Stop, stop, stop. This conversation's looping. Sorry. I won't say it anymore. Not ever. Do you understand? Don't ever hand over Sakuya to anyone else. 5 years ago, my heavily ill-stricken father breathed those last words just before he passed away. From now on, you must look after Sakuya. If by any chance you've decided to separate from Sakuya, please dispose of Sakuya by your own hands. Dispose of him? That's something I will absolutely never do. Nor sell him, nor entrust him to anyone. I intend to stay by Sakuya's side forever. Yay! And then the movie, opening movie. This is a story of an android named Sakuya. Story by Kaiso. Graphics by Neon. What is he? Age about 24 years old. Height 182 centimeters. I don't know. Birthday April 1st. Please enter my name. Yeah. Microcosmos. I like the artwork in this. It's so pretty. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to play this game, was because of the artwork. But I also like robot stories. Especially like about humans and robots, and those are interesting. Sakuya by Tetracope, 2012. The next week. Pulling through my hellish part-time job day after day, the long-awaited time off arrived. Sakuya! Sakuya, wake up! What is it? You're being so loud early in the morning. It's my day off! Yes, that's why I can sleep for another 33 minutes. Don't go back to sleep. I'm awake, see? Ugh, stop that. Sleeping with your eyes open is just creepy. Anyway, wake up. Let's go out. I quickly yanked the blanket off of him. Sakuya slowly rises. go out today? Yes, it's been a long time since I've had a day off, so let's go out to play! What are we going to do? Let's do some shopping! Even though we have no money? I received my wages the other day. You're going to use it on a whim? Don't make that face, it'll be fine. I think it'd be better to save it though. Even though there may not be much money, it's not like we're in a situation where we can't even spend a tiny bit. We still have enough to spend on something like delicious food. What? You're dissatisfied with my meals? No, actually, I've never found anything that tastes as good as your cooking. In fact, it might be because he's an android that the seasoning amount never deviates. Being familiar with my tastes, the meals are always perfect. However, I've heard he doesn't actually have a sense of taste like humans do. He seems to understand what tasty is, though. Anyways, let's get going. Are you tired of staying home all the time? It's not necessary for me to go out. Occasionally, you need to bathe in some sunlight. It's not necessary for my body to be bathed in sunlight. Grr, whatever. Once in a while, I'll want to go out with you. It won't be fun shopping alone. Please? Alright, I'll go then. Sakuya reluctantly nods his head and then grabbed his pajamas. Wah, hey, don't start undressing without any warning. Huh? You can change after I'm out of the room. Why? It counts as sexual harassment when you just suddenly start stripping in front of a girl. Why are you saying that now? With how many times you've attended the doctor's research, I thought you'd have gotten used to seeing me naked. They're different. These emotions are rather complicated. I wonder if I'd understand better if I was human. It's okay if you don't understand. Just don't abruptly undress. I'm leaving now. Yeah. Get ready quickly, okay? We can't afford to waste even 1 minute of my time off. Yeah. One yeah is good enough. Yeah. It's true though. Having often attended my father's research, I've become used to seeing him naked and have even seen the contents inside him. But I mean, these two situations are different, aren't they? It's a bit complicated to make sense of even for myself. Could I be embarrassed by Sakuya? Nah, it can't be. Okay, I'm gonna stop there, but in this next scene they go to the shopping mall and it's kind of cute, but I'm gonna stop here. So I hope you enjoyed watching that, and if you liked it, I hope you guys play it on VNR. So thank you for watching.